stream blog software. Now, what is live streaming? Live streaming is a topic that's pretty hot in the blogosphere today, Web 2.0 world, and it consists of aggregating your social web life. For example, if you're on Twitter, you're on Jaiku, you're on all these social networks, you're on Facebook, you're on Flickr, you're on Rejaw, all these different networks you've heard me talk about, but you want to basically aggregate all of that information into one website. The term for that is now called live streaming, so that people can go to one spot to see what you're doing all over the web. Sweetcron launched a few days ago, and what made it so attractive, what made it so attractive to a lot of people was that it was visual. It wasn't just text. It wasn't just icons with updates and things like that. But it supports these certain features, automatic imports. So what that means is that you can set up your feeds, for instance, your Flickr, your Twitter, your Identica, whatever RSS feed you want, and Sweetcron will automatically import it on a periodic basis. By default, it'll go for every 30 minutes, but you can set it up to be whatever you want. Easily customizable. It comes with two themes, a sandbox and a box theme, but it's pretty much all HTML/CSS. So if you know those two languages in terms of web hosting, in terms of web pages and things like that, you'll be able to customize it pretty easily. Self-hosted, it runs on your web host, so you don't need to sign up for anything. You have to install the software yourself. And a lot of people were kind of deterred by that. When they first heard about it, they were like, okay, where do I sign up for the beta? Or what's the invite code? The typical Web 2.0 mantra. But you have to actually have your own host, and if you're familiar with installing software packages like WordPress or Movable Type or anything like that, then you know about self-hosting. It's free and open source, and it's now in public beta, and you can download it today. So what I've done over at Lifestream.buana.org is that I have set up Sweetcron. And as you can see, I'm using what's called the box theme. So every one of my updates is in a box. And by default, if you install Sweetcron, you're going to see things, you're going to see your updates look a certain way. What I've done is I've customized this to match what particular services I use. So it's not heavily customized, but I pretty much changed the way every box looked. But I kept this box theme because it was very visual, and it gave me a, it's pleasing to the eyes. If I were to come to somebody's site and look at this, I can go, okay, this is something I would want to check every so often. So as you can see, my status updates are from Identica. So what I've done is I've taken the color scheme from Identica, the background, and I use it for that. And I have my little icon up here and what I'm saying. Also, I've customized my Google Reader shared items, and they have like a Google Reader background, and I have a little RSS icon, and it tells you what I'm sharing. Also, to the right over here, let me scroll up, I have my avatar and a little intro message and some tags. And I also have installed Intense Debate. This is a commenting system, very popular one that rivals Discuss or Discuss, however you want to pronounce it. People pronounce it Discuss because you're discussing things, but I like to say Discuss because I want to be mean. Anyway, I installed Intense Debate, and you can install these commenting systems with that, so that when people go to these blog posts, I'm going to click on one of these here. It goes to a dedicated page, and in the comments section you can have comments, and you can manage these comments with these commenting systems. So the primary services I have with mine are Redraw, Identica, Google Reader shared items, and let's see here. Let's go to page 2, see if I see something different. I know I have Last.fm, loved items, and not recently played items, but loved items. There's a Yahoo pipe available for that. If you want it, just let me know and I will send it. What else? I think I have about 10 to 12 services, but those are the main ones that I update on a regular basis. So if you come over to livestream.buana.org, those are the ones you're probably going to see the most of. Identica, Google Reader, shared items, and Rejaw. And if I post some Flickr pictures or some pictures, that's another service I use, Picture. Okay, there's some loved tracks there. So as you can see, they kind of look different. I took the default theme and I added my own backgrounds and I did my own customizations. And if you spend about an hour and a half with it, I think you'll get the hang of it. Just got to be patient and learn how to use it and learn the quirks. Now the development community is growing, and I want to talk about that now. There's a site called Sweetcronthemes.com, which is very easy on the eyes. Currently they have one theme called Plain and Simple. But I've been following the Sweetcron room on FriendFeed. I highly recommend you check it out. It's friendfeed.com/room/Sweetcron, and there's discussions going on here. And I found, let's see, 3 themes that I want to show you. The first one is called, I forgot what it's called. I'm just going to show you these. This one has like a burned paper look, and I really like how it looks. And I don't know if it's out yet, but I am going to be watching that one very closely. This is another one. This one's very easy on the eyes as well. So as you can see, it's very visual. It's not, it's not texty. You can just glance at it and know where it's coming from. Like this big flicker picture here, and this big fail whale from Twitter, and this, quick icon. So it's very easy on the eyes. And finally, here's a simple green theme. So it's, it's all about styling around these updates, and I think it's actually going to take off pretty well. Now, this is what the code looks like. I have here my activity feed.php, and as you can see, if you understand HTML, it's not very hard to do. Like for this case, it's just a bunch of if statements. If my feed is friend feed, then do something. If my feed is Google Reader shared items, then do something else. To have different styles and classes in within Sweetcron so that you can style your own themes. But if you want to go with these preset themes that I've shown you, like I said, they're really nice, and I highly encourage you to get involved. So the site is sweetcron.com. Go check it out, and you can have your own automated live stream blog software. Now, if you're kind of deterred about the self-hosting part, I have seen people on the mailing list from different host providers who are looking for a hosted solution. So look for this to come on your hosted site, if you're on a hosted site, if you don't want to install it, or look for somebody might start a free service with